Ever sat at your desk mid-raid and thought, this mouse just isn't cutting it? In MMOs where timing, macros, and comfort are everything, the right mouse isn't just helpful, it's critical. Unlike FPS mice, MMO mice are built different. Heavier, more ergonomic, and stacked with customizable buttons. Perfect for mapping heals, buffs, and those complex rotations without taking your fingers off the action. I'm Adam from The Honest Gadget, and after looking over dozens of MMO mice, we've come up with what we hope is a definitive list of the best MMO mice you can get right now. We looked at various factors to determine our final rankings, including build quality, click latency, DPI, comfortability, and number of programmable buttons, as well as software customizations. This isn't just spec talk. These are picks that real MMO players swear by. In the end, 3 brands clearly dominate: Razer, Corsair, and Redragon. We'll break down their top models, some solid alternatives, and one super popular pick we think just doesn't cut it. So, stick around. You can find the latest prices for the products in the description below. Let's dive in. If you're serious about MMOs, the Razer Naga V2 Pro isn't just a contender, it's the mouse to beat. Search best MMO mouse and you'll see it topping lists for good reason. As an update from the Razer Naga Pro, the V2 keeps everything that worked. The swappable modular side panels of 3, 6, or 12 buttons, the ergonomic shape, and the insane 22 programmable button count. Razer enhanced the formula with a more precise Focus Pro 30K sensor, offering up to 30,000 DPI, faster Gen 3 optical switches, and a redesigned HyperScroll Pro wheel that lets you adjust tactility, resistance, and scroll steps. You also get 5 DPI presets and a fully customizable profile for buttons, lighting, and performance. It's not a reinvention, it's a smart evolution that shows Razer listened to its community. Performance is top tier across wired, wireless, and Bluetooth modes, with smooth, snappy clicks and low latency. And yes, the V2 Pro has a long-lasting rechargeable battery with up to 300 hours of use on Bluetooth. At 133 grams, it's on the heavier side, especially with the 12-button panel. But the build feels premium and durable. It's clearly made for medium to large hands, offering a full, supportive grip. Customization runs deep via Razer Synapse 3, from remapping to precision tuning. Just note, it's Windows only. Mac users miss out on those features. But for the majority of MMO players who play on PC, the Naga V2 Pro is the most complete mouse you can get. Durable, powerful, deeply customizable. For serious raiders, this is your endgame weapon. Razer dominates the MMO mouse scene, as well as gaming mouses in general, and not just with the flagship Naga V2 Pro. If you're looking for other Razer options beyond our top pick, we've got 2 other alternatives that might just be more suitable. If you want a Razer mouse with the core MMO functionality without the V2 Pro's price tag, the Naga V2 HyperSpeed is your best bet. It keeps the iconic 12-button grid but drops the Pro's swappable side plates, a trade-off most MMO players won't mind. It runs on the Focus Plus 20K sensor for 20,000 DPI, supports both HyperSpeed wireless and Bluetooth, and delivers insane battery life. Up to 250 hours on the dongle, 400 hours on Bluetooth. Just note, it uses a removable AA battery, so no wired charging here. You'll also get mechanical switches instead of Razer's newer optical ones. Still solid, but not quite as fast or durable, and there's no RGB, which is either a downside or a minimalist win. Still, it delivers impressive value at the fraction of the cost of the V2 Pro, whilst preserving the key features MMO gamers rely on. Another strong alternative is the Razer Basilisk V3 Pro. While it's not a traditional MMO mouse, there's no modular side panel, it still delivers with 13 programmable buttons versus the Naga's 22, and an ergonomic FPS-style grip that's perfect for gamers who bounce between genres. The V3 Pro runs the Focus Pro 30K sensor, while the 35K version unlocks up to 35,000 DPI via firmware. Most users won't notice the difference, but it's a nice perk for ultra-high sensitivity fans. If you're a genre-hopping gamer who wants MMO functionality without sacrificing the feel of a shooter mouse, the Basilisk V3 Pro is an excellent all-around choice. It may not offer the button density of a Naga, but it strikes a balance between performance, comfort, and versatility. Moving on from Razer's lineup, we have another big brand in the gaming mouse space, Corsair, and their first wireless MMO mouse, the Scimitar Elite RGB Wireless, is a great MMO pick to this day. This isn't a radical reinvention, it's a classic MMO mouse done right, with just the right dose of innovation. You're still getting the iconic 12-button side grid, but here's the twist. It's adjustable. Slide it forward or back to match your grip perfectly, then lock it in. For players tired of one-size-fits-none designs, this is a major quality of life upgrade. Inside, it's powered by the Marksman 26K sensor and TTC optical switches, delivering sharp, low-latency performance across wired, 2.4 GHz wireless, and Bluetooth modes. Battery life impresses, offering up to 120 hours wireless and 150 via Bluetooth with RGB off. You also get 16 programmable buttons, onboard memory, and full RGB lighting. It's all configurable through Corsair's IQ software, which is powerful, but less intuitive and somewhat more clunky than Razer's Synapse. At about 113 grams, the Scimitar is expectedly heavy, with a build that feels as solid as it looks. Textured rubber grips, durable plastics, and a metal adjustable side panel all contribute to a comfortable, high-quality feel that's well-suited for extended gaming sessions. The scroll wheel isn't as customizable as Razer's HyperScroll Pro, but it's smooth, quiet, and tactile enough for consistent play. This mouse is best for medium to large hands. Smaller-handed players may struggle to reach all buttons. Also, Corsair's past scroll wheel durability concerns haven't fully disappeared, though this iteration feels sturdier. All in all, the Scimitar Elite is a serious MMO performer. It doesn't chase trends, but it delivers where it matters. Custom fit, great performance, and wireless freedom in a tough, no-nonsense shell. For those of you looking for a totally different Corsair alternative, the Darkstar is definitely worth a look. If you're used to the classic 12-button layout like on the Scimitar Elite, this one's a curveball. Instead of that dense grid, the Darkstar gives you a 6-button radial setup around a sculpted thumb rest. It's a different feel, but honestly, it's surprisingly intuitive and a lot easier on the thumb during long sessions. It comes in at 96 grams, so it's lighter than it looks and feels super agile in the hand. Under the hood, you've got Corsair's Marksman 26K sensor, delivering excellent tracking accuracy. But what really sets the Darkstar apart is its customizable tilt gesture system, a standout feature that adds a new dimension of control. By tilting the mouse left, right, forward, or backward, you can trigger custom actions like macros, key presses, or shortcuts. It might seem gimmicky at first, but in practice it feels surprisingly intuitive. With some fine-tuning and IQ, tilt gestures quickly become a natural part of gameplay, offering subtle but meaningful boosts in responsiveness and immersion. Now, build quality is solid overall, though the side panels do have a bit of flex if you press hard. It's not a deal breaker, but worth noting. Look, if you're a hardcore MMO player who lives and dies by a 12-button grid, you'll probably still prefer the Scimitar. But if you're open to a more compact, modern design that keeps the essentials while adding a few smart innovations, the Darkstar is a refreshing alternative. Before moving on to our last picks, we thought it's worth mentioning a very popular MMO mouse that we actually think is overrated. We're guessing you've already heard of the SteelSeries Aerox 9. It's a popular MMO mouse with a relatively ultra-lightweight build at 89 grams, wireless flexibility, and a flashy design with an IP54 rated shell. But for MMO players, especially those who rely on precise, comfortable key access during intense rotations, the side buttons are a deal breaker. The 12-button grid is boxy, stiff, and lacks proper contouring, causing fatigue and missed inputs. Only one homing key means it's hard to navigate by feel, a huge flaw for muscle memory-driven gameplay. The scroll wheel tilt is almost unusable, largely due to its low-profile positioning on the mouse body. The wheel sits so close to the shell that it becomes difficult for your finger to get proper leverage when trying to engage the side tilt functionality. The SteelSeries GG software is also bloated and cluttered, offering only basic customization while lacking key features like lift-off distance tuning and onboard macro storage. Constant pop-ups and promotional content make the experience even more frustrating. If the Aerox 9 were discounted at least 40% off its retail value, it could definitely be worth considering. But at its current price point, similarly priced alternatives like the Razer Naga V2 Pro or Corsair Scimitar Elite are far better choices, offering superior ergonomics, smarter software, and more MMO-friendly features. Not everyone has the budget to drop premium cash on a high-end gaming mouse, and Redragon gets that. If you're hunting for true MMO functionality without the steep price tag, the Redragon M908 Impact is, hands down, the best budget MMO mouse you can grab right now. The M908 Impact nails the core MMO essentials without the fluff. You're getting a feature set that rivals mice twice its price. most notably 18 programmable buttons, including a full 12-button thumb grid that's fully customizable through Redragon software. It runs on the Pixart PMW3327 sensor, maxing out at 12,400 dpi. Sure, pricier mice offer more, but let's be honest, for most players that's overkill. This is more than enough for raids, macros, and precision moves. One of the standout features is its customizable weight system, something you rarely see at this price. With 8 removable 2.4-gram weights, you can dial in your perfect feel, adjusting from 117.6 grams to 136.8 grams. Ergonomically, the M908 caters to medium to large hands with a tall body, a contoured thumb rest, and a sturdy, grippy shell that feels more premium than you'd expect. That said, it's not ideal for small-handed users, and its wired connection, while offering very low latency, comes with a somewhat stiff cable that can be prone to kinks. There's also basic RGB lighting, smooth PTFE feet for decent glide, and enough onboard memory to save your profiles. It's not flashy, but it gets the job done, and then some. If you're entering the MMO world or just need a budget-friendly backup mouse, the M908 Impact is an unbeatable pick. Another budget-friendly mouse from Redragon worth checking out is the M913 Impact Elite. It's essentially the wireless version of the M908 Impact, sharing the same shape, size, and right-hand-only ergonomic design, making it best suited for medium to large hands. You can connect via 2.4 GHz wireless for fast, low-latency gaming, or use the USB-C wired option for uninterrupted sessions while charging. Under the hood, it features an upgraded Pixart 3335 sensor with up to 16,000 dpi, offering better accuracy and sensitivity than the M908's 3327 sensor. And just like its wired sibling, it boasts 18 programmable buttons, including the essential 12-button side grid, plus vibrant RGB lighting for extra style. You do lose the adjustable weight tuning, and latency is slightly higher than a wired setup. But for wireless convenience and solid MMO performance, the M913 Impact Elite delivers where it counts. We hope this guide helped you find the perfect MMO mouse, or at least has directed you to the ones worth considering. Whether you're a hardcore raider or more casual MMO player, there's a pick here for everyone. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. It really helps the channel. You'll find links to all the mice we covered in the description below. Thanks for watching.